Christy Belt Grossman here from the Belt team in Northern Virginia. Hope you're having a great day. You guys are blowing up my phone with some awesome questions about my conversation that I had when I discussed my 3X rule with Gary Keller at Mega Live last month. So I thought I'd just do a really quick video. So first I want to talk to you about kind of what the general idea of it is, and then I want to give you the 2 questions that you have to ask every buyer or seller, and then I will tell you how I generated my $511,000 in GCI last year. So the general idea is that anyone that you add onto your team should be a multiplier. So when you are hiring an EA, you're not just hiring them to save you time. Yes, they will save you time, and yes, they will do the activities that you hate to do. But the idea is that they should actually, what I call it in my class, be fruitful and multiply. And we call it the 3X rule on my team. So every operations person, starting with the EA, should generate at least 3 times their salary in GCI to the team. So I've had a few questions where people were confused about the numbers and what does that mean. I had one person ask me if I hire an admin at $40,000 and we're generating $1.5 million in GCI, does that mean now we're going to generate $4.5 million in GCI? Now, if you guys find that unicorn, I want to hire that person because I would love to pay somebody $40,000 to generate $3 million in GCI. That I haven't found yet. I have found a way to generate 3 times your salary and income. So if you hire an EA at $50,000, they should be bringing in $150,000 in GCI to the team. Now, they're not doing lead generation the way your agents do. They're actually doing this through their systems. So they're kind of doing an operations systems generation of income. So I'll give you some examples of that at the end. I want to give you the 2 questions that you need to ask every buyer and seller. So in order to know what your results are, and the idea of this is that the EA is not just paid for their time, but they're paid for the results. So we want to really be purposeful in our systems. We want to go E to P in our systems to make sure that the time and the energy and the effort we're putting in is actually reaping benefits in terms of income to the team. So we want to get really purposeful about that. In order to know whether we're doing that, we need to ask every buyer 2 questions and every seller 2 questions. And those are, how did you hear about my team? And why did you choose my team? So we have that system in operation on the Belt team, and every buyer we ask that question to. Let me give you some examples. So they might say, where did you hear about the Belt team? And they say, oh, I was referred by my coworker, John Smith. He said that he used you when he sold your house. Great. Why did you choose to work with the Belt team? Well, I was also referred to 2 other realtors, and when I searched you guys online, oh my gosh, I read your Zillow reviews and they were awesome, and I knew that I had to work with the Belt team. So that's how we track our business. So we want to know, how did they hear about us? And why did they choose to work with us? Now, lastly, I want to share with you just some examples, and you guys can plus this to the nth degree. This is what I did to generate income for my team last year. So we went E to P on our Zillow reviews. We were asking for Zillow reviews, but we weren't purposeful about it. We didn't have a system with automatic emails and automatic follow-up calls. So we generated $55,000 in GCI from our Zillow reviews last year. We generated $211,000 from our database last year, and that was from the 36 touch that we implemented and from our 2 client events. We did 2 client events for the very first time in 20 years. I'm actually right in the middle of planting seeds for next year's harvest right now with our client event that happens November 30th, and we have 176 RSVPs 2 weeks before the event. So we're super excited to see, to reap the benefits of that. And then I generated $129,000 in GCI by tweaking some of our websites. We had an awesome website with great SEO. We had great traffic on it, but we weren't capturing a lot of leads on it, and the leads that we captured weren't converting. So I tweaked that to redirect all of the searches on the great site with SEO to the other site that we have with Boomtown, which is a great lead capture site. So we started getting quality leads into the other site and capturing and converting at a rate that we'd never done that before. And then I generated $116,000 in GCI from personal referrals from Sphere and from social media, which is kind of like my database. So that's for me. There's lots more ideas. When I teach my 10 Secrets of a Mega EA class, we actually brainstorm other ideas, and I share a couple of other ideas that other people on my team have done and that I've done over the years. And I hope that answers all your questions, you guys. It's so much fun to generate income for your team through systems. I am so super competitive. And so what I would tell you guys is put a number up on your wall behind your desk. And every time a deal comes in that you know that you are the reason that that deal came in, add that number up. And if everybody on your team has that number about what they brought into the team, it becomes a great competition and a great productive year for your team. So if you have any questions, just message them below and I'll answer your questions, and hope you guys are planting seeds for a great 2018.